see. I'm horrible. I have to post it. And then we're going to go out in the village and play. So right now you get to watch me be frustrated and late again. I got YouTube now. Let's see. Okay, so we have... Did we do gray yet? I have to find a color of the month and I can't remember if we did gray. Raymond! Okay, let's see. I have it posted. Now I have to add information and share. And we'll play with Danish. But I see we still got people logging in because I'm late to post it, so that's probably a good thing. But they're a little late. And we'll get Karl some beer. There we go. And edit. And we add a Karl to it. And then we share the crap out of it because I forgot. Viking Valley. Who's here and how hot is it? Because it's really hot here in Norway. There we go. I can share. Max is here, Garcia is here, and Albert's here. Oh, and you got 2 likes already. You guys are good. Okay, almost done, almost done. Share to a group. Nalbinding International. We share there. Send. And Nalbinding, of course. Got to do both of them. Group. Nalbinding. Share. I can share the rest later. Since June is officially here and it's Pride Month, I wonder what stitch we're using for the month. We're going easy. We're going to go with Danish, which I believe is also simple looping. So something a little bit easier because Dalby and Dollar now were a little bit trickier compared. Of course, I chose a horrible color for it, but that'll be okay. Beer for Karl. He'll have to bring his own glass. And mystery beer for Karl, in case he finds someone to share with. Okay, shall we go outside? Karsten and Dordo are ahead. Okay, choose. And out we go. We can go through the store. Karl? Nope, he's outside. We were having a wedding in the village, but I think it canceled. So let's turn the camera and go out the door. There we go. Look how nice! I'm gonna ruin the floor. Damn it, there's no dry place to walk. Oh, I'm gonna go this way. It's slightly drier over here. See you. Okay, try not to wobble as I go out the door. Life. Hi, Marita and Louisa and Louisa. Are they blowing horns up there? Oh, you came in with me. I'm like, who the fuck did I let in the door? It's a Karl behind me. And Aruna. Oh, I need you two to be in the same. Actually, all 4 of you should be in the same photo. Go get in there. Go get in there, Karl. We lack originality in this village. Look at them! Does anybody see a problem with this? Is a... Rita, you need to get in the picture too. You're also green.
Team blue, team green.
Team blue and it's the boys against the girls. Yeah, it's only. I swear to God, we are not a commune. Everybody else. All right, take a bow. You guys are wonderful. I'm sorry, that was too cute. And then you have new Viking uniforms. I like it. You got more Vikings in the village now. Så flink du er! You're also in the green. Look at even Georg's green today. You missed the green and blue. I didn't get the memo. I wore red. Is that 3 horns? They're asking why Runa doesn't answer them anymore. Okay, we'll go sit down and we'll play with the stitch. The stitch of the month is going to be Danish. We're going easier. Maybe we should sit over here today. What do you think? Do you have a glass? Or are you going to take it straight from the bottle? You can get a glass. We'll go down there. Maybe it's not so wind blowing. Flowers are coming in now too. The lovage is growing something fierce. That's going to be taller than Karl. I'll go stand next to it. That one's called lovage, or lurpestika in Norse, in Norwegian. Yep. You can put it in stews and all kinds of things. Okay, we'll go sit over here. Yeah. Do you have a glass? Go and get a glass. We'll play with the Danish stitch real quick. Okay, and again, sorry I'm delayed. I had some issues getting my thumbnail picture to change, and I'm not even sure it did. So, Robin and Siv are here. I mean, Robin. Olav and Siv are here, and they're in Björkvin. Say hello to everyone. Max says, maybe the mixture of you, OU, and you, OU at the same time. That would look really badass. Ooh, that could be kind of fun. Well, we got, what, 4 weeks to play with this? So it's kind of fun to try different connections. We'll go sit here at the table. Let's see. See, I didn't get the memo. I'm wearing red. All right. We're totally a cult. I know, what the crap. Okay, so I brought, well, actually, I can show you a little bit more. If we turn it down, mostly I've been embroidering. My needle binding is going behind lately. So this one, I'm now adding this plant dyed madder red in with the orange. And then this will be done. It's because my embroideries are selling in the shop, so I have to make some more a little bit faster. But that means my needle binding slows down. But we do have a lot in the village that needle bind, so we are not lacking too much on needle binding in the shop. We have, well, maybe if you have socks. Anyway, so that's what I've been playing with. Okay, let's play. Shh, don't tell on us. I'm telling everybody. What did you do? Red's your favorite? Ah, oh, good, good. I'm not mixing the colors. You know, I always have to go against the current. Okay, so of course I picked a stupid color for this because I'm an idiot, so it's not going to show up so well. But this one, you can tension how you want, and there's a lot of different variations. This is Danish, but there's a lot of things that are just as simple as Danish, like, you know, double Danish, and so we can play a bit with this one. But I thought we might need a simple break. However, this one is a little tricky to start, but otherwise it's easier. So if we go with a simple loop, and you can kind of tighten it just like that. Save it like that in your hand. This one you can tighten to your thumb, but I would actually recommend tightening it to the yarn. But Siv was happy she got to cuddle with Fenders again. You were at Björkvin earlier today, but long after a long travel, a total of 5 minutes, we're back home. Welcome home. Okay, so this one, if you have your long string upwards and it's on top, of course, then you can go in through the front and straight up. Tighten it to your needle, but not super, super tight. Otherwise, you'll have problems the next round. Grab everything and pull up. You can connect it to your thumb if you want to. Oops, get the tail out of there. But it's actually easier if you don't. You just tighten it as much as it needs be. You can put your needle in it and then make sure the yarn goes over. Pull through. Oh, now I remember. My hands have to remember. So I like tightening it to the thumb first, but it's actually not going to be tightened to the thumb. I catch it on my thumb, then I put the needle in, tighten it to the needle. So a bit like that, and then pull through. But this is Danish. I think, remind me if I'm wrong, that this is maybe simple looping as well. I can't remember if simple looping goes before or behind this one. But yeah, so catch on your thumb. Now I'm going way too fast. In through there and up. Yeah, the Coptic stitch, I was kind of thinking about that would be kind of fun too. Because we have done that, but it's been over a year since we did Coptic stitch. I think that was January last year. But that would be another one we could fit into this same little thing. So see there, it's getting kind of loopy. That might be even too loopy. Another thing you can do is you can do your first row with a crochet hook and just chain stitch. Prude is.
Give me a bear while my glass is still wet, so the Germans.
Oh yeah. You better repeat that, Karl, so they can hear you, because I think that's important that Jay hears you. Oops, let's turn it. There's a Karl.
I told her to give me a bear while my glass is still wet, so the Germans don't get frustrated.
Should we start with a surprise beer?
This is probably some kind of devilish mango thing.
I don't know. It's the Christmas calendar store one, so it's gas station price, or gas station alcoholic quantity, so only 4.7 are them. So I'm gonna keep doing this, by the way.
Oh, I don't like the colors of this.
Light tropic, so lite tropisk. Sorry, lite tropisk. It says all the way around there. Look at the pink. Look at the skepticism. You're gonna have to find a local to drink the rest of that.
The name of the bear is Født i Oslo.
Born in Oslo. No, it's not light tropisk, but it was born in Oslo by Ringnes. Ringnes is.
There is no way this can be good.
Oh, we got it. Read the
instructions.
Read the instructions. What does the instructions say?
Throw as far away from civilized people as humanly possible.
Lemon beer, says Ulla recognizes it. Okay, I'm kind of curious.
Vi har redusert mengden med karbohydrater med 70%.
Oslo
Og ølen inneholder derfor 30% færre kalorier enn vanlig øl. Ingredienser: vann, malter, bygg, humle og naturlig aroma.
Natural aroma?
My ass.
Karl's back to his Pat Benatar hat. Do you want to tell him why? We still got to get you some new fur on there. But why are you wearing you haven't worn that hat in a while. Why do you have to suddenly wear it today? What did you do to the beautiful null-bound hat I made you?
In the chieftain hall, there are Oseberg lamps that hold candles and that are high on the wall. To extinguish these candles, you have to take them out of the holders, take them down, blow them out, and put them on the table somewhere. You have to lift them over the edge of the Oseberg lamp to get them out. And I am just barely tall enough to do that. And when I am well rested and bright-headed and bushy-tailed, I have no problem doing it. But we close the chieftain hall at the end of the day. Not at the beginning of the day when I'm well rested. At the end of the day when I've spent all my energy on other bullshit. So I kept pouring wax on my head when I was extinguishing it. So.
But it's white wax. So imagine you have drips of white wax on your head and on your tunic, and it dries. It looks like. It looks like Karl was engaging in another activity, but if you're real quick, you can go on my Facebook. You don't have to be, it's public. So you don't have to be a friend to see it anyway, but go in there and click the stories. It's only available for about another, I don't know, 18 hours or so. And you can see the picture of Karl with this wax all over him, because let's just say a dirty mind might think he was up to some sort of other activity in the Chieftain's Hall, and wax is just the convenient excuse you're telling.
Smell this thing.
Oh, God. Oh, you're so screwed.
I think I just give it away without tasting it.
No, you have to taste it. This is what they tune in for. They want to see you choke on beer. And I had a late start today. We're up to 14 though. Finally found the link because I screwed up.
I would say it's very debatable that this is beer at all.
Yeah, I would think that would be more pink if it wasn't for the green glass.
It smells like some kind of window cleaner. At least I'm pretty sure my glass gets cleaned from this.
Yeah.
And I would rather drink the window cleaner than this.
All right, well, bottoms up. We'll give this to the first passerby. Oh, the chickens are fighting over there again, but they're too far away to film. Yeah. And then we'll get you something better.
I know that the Swedish will drink it, the Germans will drink it.
It's rated R.
I think girls might drink it. So if you find a Swedish-German girl.
A Swedish-German girl? We don't have one of those. We do have a German here, though.
Several.
Several Germans, actually, right now. Oh, Holger's back!
Holger wouldn't.
Holger wouldn't touch this. He's like, no, bloody hell, bloody hell. Holger brought cognac and whiskey, though. Okay, we better give Karl something better. Because I got to show the next thing. Lederpils. I found the pic. Hilarious. Dora found it. Yeah, you know the one then anyway, so it's up for a limited time. I can post it at some point, but yeah. No, I live in this beautiful, beautiful postcard here. This was kind of the fun joke. Beautiful postcard I live in. And then there's this, I live with this guy here with the white residue all over his head. It looked like you literally weren't quite ready for a happy eruption. Okay, you got this other one. This one you got at the Vinmonopolet. Lederpils. Oh, it's in German, so I'm probably butchering that. Doro, you know how to say that.
Lederpils.
Lederpils, yeah. Leder, and it's got leder. Anyway, 5.1%, so it's just barely not allowed to be sold in the regular stores. With Wasser and Hoppen and Hoppen. You have to read that. I want to hear your German. It's from Nuremberg.
Lederpils.
You have to sound more German than that.
Klassisch nach Pilsner Braut gebastaut edel gehofft. Fleinfeld im Schleshmark. I have no idea.
But look at the picture.
It's not even that it's German, it's the letters are unreadable.
What's going on in this picture? He has like a basket and a thermometer, or maybe it's a ruler, and some, is that chopsticks? Or is it, I'm not sure what's going on in that picture, but it's an alligator, or is it a crocodile? And it's, I don't know, go for it.
That's how they eat alligators in Germany.
That's how they eat alligators, with chopsticks? Okay.
I think it's a drum, and then probably drumsticks.
This is beer. Okay, let's
Maybe
see.
it's a musical alligator.
Yeah, this one's a lot. That's a half a liter, so you got some time to notice. I said time. He doesn't have to drink it all in 5 seconds. And you'll be picking that up. Okay.
At least it smells like bear.
Yeah. We had a lot of Germans in the village today too, actually. Mein Schiff came in.
Yeah.
And I think over 4 or 5 buses total, including the crew. That was really nice that they let the crew come in. So that was the one English tour. It's a beer.
I think it's very similar to the typical Danish ones, like Carlsberg and Tuborg.
Yeah?
Maybe a tiny bit more bitter.
Well, it says pils, so it's a pils.
Yeah, no, clearly, but...
Yep, I'm trying to see if it sees the... Minstens holdbar bis, which means you can... It'll be good until 2025. You have some time to drink that. Are you happy with that one now?
Yeah, well, it's not great, but it's no lemons in it.
There's no lemons in it. Okay, but you know, you could always go back to the
Do
metrosexual
the
beer.
Russians drink this kind of thing?
I have no idea. Hey, do you want to have a very sweet, light pink beer? Oh, nope, even the Russians aren't going to touch it. Okay, I will turn, and then we can face forward
How
here.
to make alcohol unavailable to the Russians.
Put pink crap in it.
Put
Okay.
tropical fruit in it.
Then we'll play with this some more. Let's see. There was some more in here. Karl says, Audra, good news. I got a few bottles of Bierzici beer.
Oh,
Bad news.
that's
One
so
of the
good.
bottles unexpectedly disappeared. You okay with that, Karl? Oops, there you are. One of them unexpectedly disappeared, but not all of them. There's still some there. What will you do for a Bierzici?
What wouldn't I do for a Bierzici? It's better than the Belgian ones.
Would more compromising pictures with candle wax?
Do you think there is a market for that?
I don't know. It was funny though. Robin is here. She says, hey to Holger. Only results count. Robin Woodman, by the way, not the other Rob. I almost messed up her house booking, but I got it figured out. I broke my computer. Well, it didn't really break it. The ports on it, turns out the ports were broken. He's playing with this glass. The ports broke on the computer, so I couldn't charge, and I also couldn't run a backup. Nothing would. So basically, it was going until the battery ran out. But the problem is, then I had to get a new computer in the meantime, and during the crossover between the two, I almost lost Robin's booking, but we got her fixed out. She's going to come here, and she's going to play and resurrect all the weaving in the village, because we haven't had anybody weaving in a while. And if we do, maybe it's only a week at a time, so this will be nice. Let's see. Max says, what I actually did is that for Coptic stitch, crocheting a chain of stitches, I join in the end with a slip stitch and then continue with cop stitches as usual. That is exactly what I do when I do that stitch as well. It's just so much easier. Doro says, a friend of mine, also German, will be visiting us in August. Oh, how cool. We got a lot of Germans coming. There's one that was supposed to be here. No, I think he's Latvian. That's supposed to be coming today. So Karl looks like he's been covered in sugar icing. That's not sugar. It's not sugar. Let's see. Oh, Runa! We have crappy beer for you. Karl's twin. Okay, you've joined the Viking cult. Do you want to taste?
Yeah.
Louisa wouldn't touch it. Okay. Look at that. We're totally cultish looking with you two. But you actually have the same crafter too, by the way, who made those two. Oh. Yeah, you bought one from Frederick's mother, and I also got one from Frederick's mother. So she did your cuffs a little different than those cuffs, but other than that, it's the same. And it's a Viborg tunic.
Viborg, that's what it's called.
What do you think of that?
Not too bad.
Yeah?
For tropical taste, it's not the worst.
Oslo tropical Viking beer. Frick du Oslo, it says. Born in Oslo.
I wouldn't buy it for myself.
No. Karl's over here crying, by the way. Karl, we have to also point out, did we show off your new... Yeah? Karl, did we show off your necklaces last week?
I remember.
Let me zoom in a little bit, but then you have to hold still because it'll... There, Karl, show off your necklaces. What's going on in that? Yeah, we did actually talk a little bit about it, but hey, these are worth repeating because you haven't worn these in a while.
Okay. What do you... I don't remember what I said about them last time.
Okay, let's start with the walnut one or the nutcracker one. You know which one I'm talking about because it shows up really well. Wait, don't...
This one?
Yep, wait, don't move. There we go, there we go. What's going on in this picture?
Well, it's obviously a little green man shoving a nutcracker up his ass.
All right, what is exactly? Is it a man or is it a woman?
It's a woman. It's Sharon Egar. They're from Ireland, I believe, maybe Scotland. I don't remember the details. I should read up on this again. But it's from just when Christianity is starting to take over. So there was some confusion if this is some kind of pagan way of saying, come over to the dark side, we have more fun. Or if it's a Christian thing that is basically lust is a mortal sin, you should stop playing with your portals.
With your portals. Okay, and the next one. Yeah, we did talk about these last week, but they're worth repeating. Okay, the next one, the one with my body. It's got my hips, my stomach, and my boobs on there.
I think this is just a silver representation of the famous...
you gotta hold it in there so they can see.
Venus of München?
Venus of München?
I don't remember. It's in somewhere in Germany.
Yeah.
And it's Stone Age.
Why does she have a basket on her head?
I think it is just that she has cornrows, so her hairdo looks like a basket.
She has no face, she just has boobs and a basket on her head. Okay.
No, but the boobs are the important bit.
Oh yeah, and the ass. You got it. Baby's got back. Turn it around. That's right. Baby's got back. He likes big butts and he cannot lie. You other gods can't deny. Okay, show the other crotch one you have going on there. Yep. Now what is that one?
It's called the Stiklestad Exhibitionist.
She's also opening up her portal.
Yeah, and this one is probably from the Christian period. And it's back when they're trying to teach people what the mortal sins are, but people can't read and write. So you kind of have to illustrate them in a way. And I'm assuming this is the mortal sin of exhibitionism.
Yeah. And then so since I put all your females goddesses here or on one necklace, I decided you also needed a snake. and a Thor's hammer for protection.
Yeah, so I have the sleepy York snake. I
Oh yeah,
believe
those
it
are all
is-
your snakes though, not
I
just
believe
the
it. This one is from York. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
It's
you need to get some more.
it's
beads.
a happy sleepy snake. And then I have a curled up snake here. Curled up snakes is one of the things that I mentioned specifically in Hovamor that you should not trust.
So don't trust Karl.
That and women.
So you have both on you.
Yep.
And this one is the yelling. Is it the yelling dragon one? That looks like the one on my ring.
Yeah, this is Urness style.
That's
thing.
not Uranus, is it? I think it's yelling.
I believe it is Urness.
Oh, let's fight. I have no idea.
Because this is Urness and it's very, very similar.
You gotta hold it still though. So then, yeah.
But
Oh, this, yeah, that's Uranus for sure. You can tell by the head.
Yep.
I thought you were. I'm looking at your bling, and you're covering it.
Yes.
I'm like, he's
No,
not
but
getting it.
this is the same style as this, unless I'm a complete nitwit, which I might be when it comes to art,
You
but
might be a
I
nitwit.
think I'm right.
The nose part is right, but the ear part, I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, it's the style. It's not the same thing, but it's the same style of thing.
Okay, these guys.
I don't know. These are things that you buy for me.
You didn't look it up what they are? I know they're based on finds, but you're like, this one's got the little head, but he's got 2 eyeballs. He's got some snakes on him, or is it serpent?
Yeah, most people have 2 eyeballs.
And this one. You know, I give you homework. The least you can do.
I don't really know what you want me to do with this Rorschach test of a piece of jewelry.
Oh, it's without sugar.
I see
Serpents.
Wow. It's
I see
without
serpents clearly, but I also see hands and what might be
sugar. Okay.
more serpents. I don't know what's going on there.
There's a lot of entanglement. There's a mouth and a mouth and a mouth and a mouth. Oh, that might be a hand. Yep, there's a hand there. Maybe it looks like. Oh, it's not a nose. It
Is
must be a
that
hand.
bara style?
Yeah, maybe.
It look a bit bara.
It looks a bit
Yeah.
boorish.
Boorish.
Boorish. Boorish. Okay, and your favorite stone on there,
My favorite stone?
on your
Which one
necklace.
is this?
The favorite stone.
Well, actually, I prefer rock crystal, but I don't think I have any of that. But I have the Canadian,
That's the
which
one.
is probably the one you're thinking about.
Yeah.
We used to have a lot of this in the shop, but we are not getting it anymore for some reason. Now I have to go down the path of according to Georg. But according to Georg, chameleon is a northern Indian semi-precious stone that looks like ordinary rock before you heat it up. When you heat it up, it turns orange and it becomes kind of malleable for a little bit before it hardens into a consistency of glass. And they were popular in the Viking Age. If you read the book River Kings, you have Kat Jarman basically backtracking a piece of carnelian through the trade network in the rivers of Russia and Eastern Europe.
Okay, let me check. By the way, they've multiplied. I did not get the memo today.
It's all because you offer the beer.
I know if you bring it, they will come. I believe your sister's on here too. Somewhere I was super late posting, so
Oh, hi Heidi.
yeah. Yep, there she is. Hi, Louisa. It says there she is. And then Albert says it's Ringness and it's either decent or crap. If it's Ringness, yeah. And she says, "Hi,
Imagine-
bror, miss you."
Oh, she's so
Particularly
good.
now in the summer, if we have better beer,
Yeah.
we will get more people.
Your foot in the bill. How far does that credit card stretch?
Do you think that this crap is more expensive than it's cheaper than the good ones?
No, but we've had
It's
it in the
more
office for
expensive
6
because
months. It's time to
there's
get rid of it.
double fruit in it.
But it smells so sugary, but there is no sugar. And it's just naturlig aroma.
Connection issues left to
This
me.
is
Connections
such
to
a
the
cool
issues to the
glass.
right. Okay.
Wow, he can put it
Do
like
more
this.
needle binding for a minute. Okay, so now I've made a chain.
Wow. What's
This is-
happening?
Oh yeah, you haven't seen that glass before,
No,
yeah?
Oh my god. Jesus.
Yeah, you got to drink a little bit if you're gonna start spinning it around. Carl's like whipping beer
She's
to the.
like a cat playing with it.
Let's see. Can you show us the Venus again? Oh yeah, did you have Venus?
Venus? Can you show us your Venus?
Let's see. Show us your Venus. She said with a V, not a P. Wait a minute. I gotta figure out how to work my gimbal direction. Upwards. There's your Venus with the basket on her head. Okay, turn around because baby's got back. That's right. She's got luscious bums. I think I'm disturbing Karl a bit. Okay, nope. Needle bind. Let's see. Turn it. Oh my gosh, my gimbal's doing stupid things. Okay, down. There we go. So I'm going to make this. Usually I could also take the tail of this and wrap it through the bottom of stitches and make it. Not for kids! Not for kids. Nope, nope. And make it a circle, but I have way too many. But I'm going to make this like a bag. A little pouch. I like Anne's idea. Let's see. I'm making pouches. So if I tip, this is the way that was right before. But if I turn it, then I go, not in the first one, but in the second one. And then, that's what I'm going to connect it through. And then, let's see.
I think I bought it at Vinmonopolet.
That was my connection. And then go,
Because every time I have
like
the
I did
chance,
before.
I buy as much beer without bloody
now I've turned a
passion
corner.
fruit and lemons. Because then I won't have to drink
But I
milk
want
liquor
to.
all the time.
So now I've turned my corner. I'm going to go around this one. So I have to look at the bottom of my chains. This is going to be tricky. To make a little pouch and then go through that one and under like I did before, but I will need to tighten it to the needle.
It's very peaceful when all the tourists are.
Oh yeah, it's especially after all the tourists are here all day long and then you suddenly have the quiet of the evening. It's like, there you go. So I'm connecting through the bottom of the loops because I'm going around. And then, like we did before, tighten it, pull through. This is going to get smaller.
Are you staying for barbecue?
Oh, we could. We have meat here.
Yeah, okay.
That could be fun.
They're making some barbecue. Karl doesn't understand my language.
No, Karl doesn't understand food.
I understand perfectly well.
Okay. I thought you were looking at Karin for translation.
I don't think he would trust my translation whatsoever. So now I'm going kind of fast, but you're better in English than I am. I believe we had a say hospitable. Hospitable. Oh no, maybe that was Roger. Yeah, hospitable.
It's Roger.
Couldn't say hospitable. He was like hospitable. Hospitable. No. Hospitable. There was one word that got you kind of messed today.
Yeah, there are many words that get me messed up, but most of them are in Norwegian.
Patty's here from the UK. Hey, Patty. We're playing with the Danish dish. Only I'm going down. I'm going around my chain row.
Did you buy it in the shop?
And because this is the first row, it's going to be really loopy. But I can weave it tighter. But this is what it's looking now. But I am going. If I go down more there, let's see there. I'm going to go around this without increasing on the corners, and it'll go straight up.
Wow, I love this.
So I'm going to keep doing this, and then we can put them back on because they're more fun. Okay. Let's see. And then we'll turn. Simon! You're missing pissy beer. Even the French won't touch it. Okay. Let's see. Up and Audra says hi. To Victoria. Victoria Schonitz here. Long time since she's been on here. Welcome back, Victoria. Yeah, you thought she was saying hi to you guys? No. She only likes Karl with the bazichi. No. Victoria's here. I have to read and reading backwards. That's why. Peruta says the baby and I are now both watching. Okay, she's got a baby. This is why we don't read in reverse.
Does Peruda have a baby?
No. Yes, Victoria's in there. Hello again. Yay.
Peruda says the baby and I are both watching. She has a baby. Does
Just a baby.
Peruda have a baby? And then no.
No,
The baby could be a dog. You don't know.
dog.
A dog, maybe? Yeah, some people call their dogs their
We can
babies.
ask Peruda now.
They have furry babies, they call them. Okay, so you've had a lot of new tours. Now we've been like in full swing for about a month with all the cruise ships and stuff. New questions. Have you gotten any new questions this year? You guys are boring.
I don't remember any, but it's like you met one idiot, you met them all. It's
Are you
not like-
calling all the tourist idiots or just the German ones? That you're a horrible person, Karl.
Oh, the Germans today were odd.
No.
Why?
Normally Germans are very, very good at following cues.
Yeah?
But today they were just teleporting all over the place.
Okay.
They were awesome on axe throwing.
I have them on archery, and then I see, okay, I have these 3 Germans are shooting right now, and then there are 15 more Germans in the queue. I turn around to go and get the arrows, and then I have everybody's gone, and I have 5 all new Germans.
Oh, they're teleportation Germans.
Yeah, they were
They
dicking with me.
They found a new way to mess up. I thought they were following the rules I gave them quite clear. Go mess with that one over there. No, I didn't do that. Oh, I'm at the end. Okay, I have to show.
And this is a
Nalbinding.
very typical conversation with the German on archery.
Oops, there we go.
Hello, do you know what to do, or should I explain it to you?
Yeah.
Ich weiß. And then,
Okay, this is demonstrative. Oh, it's not turning. There he is. Do it again, Karl. That's not how you hold the arrow. And how do you hold the arrow? Show us the right way to do it, because, you know, we're imagining you have a bow. There you go. Whee!
I shot an imaginative German.
You shot an imaginative.
Imaginary German.
How's that beer going?
Shouldn't shoot the imaginative Germans because I can write books and make movies and such.
Okay, so now I started here, went around, and went this way, and now I'm going around the corner again. It's trickier to see with these ones, but this is, you can see there's my end. So that loop I've been in now, that's where this one goes. Karl's thinking of the innuendos when I say this. I've been in this loop now, so my next loop is going around the corner and going to be this one. If you can see that a little better. Maybe if I hold it open, you can see why that's my next loop. This one is the one I just went into, so this is the next one.
The innuendos you notice are barely noticeable for me, but the innuendos you don't notice are glaring.
Not for children. What did I say this time?
No, not this time, but I'm still trying to come around the time when you were saying you had to flatten the twat.
Flatten the twat, but I did say I didn't mean twat. I meant something else. That was funny. He actually went home and played that back for me. I said, I meant to say twist, but it came out twat. I don't know why.
And then sometimes you say things like, okay, then we have to widen the hole and take the second one from behind. And you're not noticing.
Okay, but there's a really good comment in chat. I have to see. I have to put on new yarn. But okay, so now I'm working around, and it's going to start bending upwards now, like that. Okay, let's turn this. I remember the turkey innuendos, says Victoria. Oh God, Turkey Gate. Okay, but so Victoria hasn't been here in a while, but the first thing she says is, oh, by the way, Prude is babysitting for a friend. So she borrowed a baby. What are Luna?
She's.
Heidi wants to know.
With Louisa or in the car.
She's around, but she's not here. We have to get her. Luna's the dog. Okay, Victoria says, Karl is grayer than last time I saw him. That is not a filter, that's his actual gray.
That is generally true every day. Little bit more grey hair grows out every day.
Little more gray hair grows out every day.
So I will be Karl the White in about 10 years.
Karl the White instead of Karl the Gray?
Mm.
Yeah, let's see, there was another one. Let's see, oh, I lost my chat. How come I can't? There it is. Yeah. Garcia says, a dirty mind is a joy forever, they say. See? Dirty mind's the way to go. But I have to say, what are you doing? You're practicing with a stick? Oh, is it a fire stick? While smoking? You don't have the what for it?
Petroleum. The fire fluid.
Ah, he doesn't have the petroleum or fire fluid. No wonder you're smoking while playing this game. All right, no pressure, but I'm filming you. Oh, we're gonna have to put this down and go even higher. Oops. Oh, other way. There we go. Ah, it always goes the opposite direction. Okay, now I can sit still. Has Greg seen you do this? The Jedi Master would be pleased.
Impressed.
Karl's over there face palming. I didn't know you had this with you. You need like a hat with coins in it and some drumming. This is Simon, by the way. He's working in the shop this year. He's from France. That's why he has this outrageous accent. All right, what's the most difficult trick you can do with that? Because now I have to see. That one, oh yeah, that would be, yeah. Okay, so you have to imagine it on fire. Does Greg still come over? Yeah, he does. He's had family visiting, etc. So he's kind of been he's been disappearing right at closing, but we will catch him. We caught him a couple of weeks ago on his way out the door, forced him to sit down and tell a story about Scotty and Balder. He's told that one a couple of times before. But we have to basically have him, get him to sit down. Hey, it's Samantha Harrington, by the way, is it Carrington? Harrington from Kansas. Shake it for France, says Olav. Ah, look at that, you made the French boy shake. You could lead a band with that stick. James says, I'm going to start making a sweater in the Greek Viking knit that I invented yesterday. Was it that polar stitch or something, where you were basically doing finish F2, but you were connecting 2+2, but you were connecting in the bottom from the underside, and then it kind of made like a little bit of an Osla look to it. And you called polar. I only barely saw it just before I got out today. There was a couple other ones in there too. I think one you called snake belly, and then there was a couple more, but I have to go read through the connections, etc. Oops, I almost did Oslo stitch.
I strongly suspect that the people doing your needle bindings really suck at geography.
You don't have to, it's made up. You can call it whatever the hell you want to, or you could use like, you know, the under, over, under kind of thing.
How many of the stitches in the Russian family are actually Russian?
None. Well, I don't know. Dalby isn't. Telemark isn't.
So
Dalarna isn't Russian. Sorry.
Famously, the Russian city of Telemark isn't.
No, I think Russian 2+2+2 maybe. Maybe. Oh God, I have to look it up. Why do you ask me the difficult questions? I'm an expert.
Yeah, but it's like, if you don't know geography, you shouldn't be using geographical names on things.
No? You're on fire! Okay, I'll turn it. Karl's smoking. Everybody's smoking in the village but me. Okay, fine, you just get to watch what I'm doing. No, you should do some fire in the village. That would be cool to see. We got you Viking clothes now. All right, so Max, we're playing with the Danish. You need tight clothes. Yeah, that's not just to show off your amazing physique. No, so he doesn't start on fire. Yeah? We could sew you some skin-tight Viking clothing. Ooh la la. So he doesn't start on fire, people. Okay, I might have done one stitch back wrong, but I think I did it right. Okay. I keep wanting to do Oslo. It is so tempting to do this, but it's not. It's just through the front of the loop and under the leader yarn. Needle tension or whatever, or sight tension. I like to catch it on my thumb. Okay, next one. Just so I can find it easier. But then needle tension right after. Okay. No, I have to think that. We need a Nella. Where's the Nella when you need her to find out about the name, how they do that? Like the Finnish family and the Russian family stitches. This, by the way, is going to be super twisty. So whatever you make with it, if I make a bag, it's going to be like, you can see it wants to twist already. So it's going to basically, the ends are going to twist. I'm going to have to steam block it. So has nobody challenged you yet today, Karl, or in these tours with an interesting question?
No, I get some interesting questions, but I don't get so many really stupid ones.
Oh, I want to hear the interesting ones. I don't need to hear the stupid ones.
One thing I really like is guiding people from Malaysia, Indonesia, Korea, that part of the world. Because they are intelligent and I know a lot about history, but I don't know a lot about Viking history. I know about as much about Viking history as I know about Korean history, which is tiny amounts. And particularly the Malaysians love to ask extremely open-ended questions. So they can ask questions like, the Vikings were good at sea? And it's like, yes, but how do I open this banana? It's
not a banana in the Viking Age. It's an onion. Got layers.
How do I peel this onion?
There you go.
It's the question is good, but it's challenging to answer because you have to kind of answer it to somebody who has no base knowledge.
Yeah. Keep talking. I just need to show off this bird. This is the one we were trying to figure out for the longest time what it was called.
Ah.
He's got a really long, bright orange beak. Do you know about this one? And then you can. Oops, sorry. Ah! It goes.
That is one of the more common questions this year.
Yep.
What's the name of the weirdo who
Jesus,
screams
he moves.
at me with the big orange beak?
Yep.
And he's an oyster stealer.
Yep. Olaf knows this one. Yeah, he's an oyster stealer. He keeps moving, and I'm so zoomed in right now. I'm making people sick. Yeah, that's Olaf's. The house that Olaf and Steve was in. This bird was making a nest on the top. And he was here last year as well. And then, yeah, so Olaf knows the name of it in Norwegian. He looked it up for us because everybody kept asking about this one. I really wish you could see how bright orange that beak is on him, though. It's like the can, or the color of that can almost. But yeah, that's an oyster catcher. But I gotta say, you don't see, oops, it's turtling. There we go. We don't see him around here too much. It's only like right now. Karl, what's your thoughts on why there were almost no helmet finds from the Viking Age? That's actually a good question we get asked. Kjeld, that's it in Norwegian.
Yeah. The helmets. I think helmets were pretty common. It's kind of annoying because the Vikings don't have photorealistic art, so you have to kind of interpret what you are seeing every time you see a human figure. Is that his hair? Is that a helmet? Is this some kind of hat? But a lot of them have nose guards, and I would say that the nose guard is a dead giveaway that we are here talking about a metal helmet.
Mm-hmm.
Because there is no point in putting a leather nose guard or a needle-bound nose guard on a hat. It will do nothing.
No.
So I think everything you see that has a depiction of something that has a nose guard is a helmet. And if you look at the Bayeux tapestry, that's okay, it's the Normans and it's the end of the Viking Age, but everybody seems to be wearing a lot of metal. Also, practically, when you are fighting, obviously your opponent is going to try to strike you in the head. The only way to avoid being killed by that is to parry it. And if you're carrying a shield, it's very tempting to lift the shield up to protect your head. Then you blind yourself and you don't see him when he changes direction and cuts your legs off from under you. A helmet isn't that expensive or complicated to make. Yes, it would be a serious investment, but if you're going into battle and you can choose either to have a pot back home or a helmet on your head, helmet every time. Even
Helmet
if that
every
means
time?
that you have to take the pot away from your wife and put it on your head for this little battle I have to fight right now. So I think helmets were pretty common. But I don't think they've sent them. What we find from the Viking Age is mostly grave finds. And I don't think people traditionally buried people with the helmet on. Just like you don't bury a king with his crown on his head. Because it has to be inherited by the next one in the line of succession. Also, the dead guy is going to either Valhalla or Folkvang or some nice warm hall where people are just fighting for fun. So he doesn't need head protection because it's not like the gods are going to strike him in the head as soon as he shows up. He needs a weapon because he's a warrior. And we are fighting for fun, we are Vikings after all. But you don't need the extra protection, you don't need the helmet. But his son, if he wants to live long enough to actually have children and improve the family, he needs that helmet to stay alive for a little bit longer. So I think it generally was inherited instead of being buried. And at some point, a Viking-style helmet would still be useful on the European battlefield up until the year 1600 plus minus. Because in the year 1600, gunpowder is so prevalent that armor basically gets dropped after that.
I was going to say, what about, Hiccup, How to Train Your Dragon. What are the odds that they would have recycled the helmet as a boob plate? Or make a boob plate and turned it into a helmet? Because that's what happened. I don't know, How to Train Your Dragon. Hiccup's got this wonderful helmet, and he's like, and his father says, yes, take good care of that. That was your mother's left breastplate. No? You're not with me on this one? It did have horns, though, which makes me wonder. But it was recycled.
So she had horny boobs?
Shit, well, no, the horns weren't there when it was a boob plate. And God knows who inherited the other one.
No,
It was a recycling Viking. I mean, a little cartoonish, and I think it was DreamWorks who wrote
obviously, you could make a breastplate with boobs in it.
that one. Yeah?
It's not impossible. But I don't see that the Vikings, I don't know of any finds of breastplates from the Viking age with or without boobs. So I don't think that was a thing.
No, only in DreamWorks.
Plate armor is, it isn't that it is too complicated. It's actually quite a lot simpler to make than the Vikings chainmails.
Yeah.
It is that it is very hard to make it practical because you need all these segmented things to be able to move around in it.
Yeah.
And just a straight up breastplate that basically acts as a bulletproof vest for your torso. People don't seem to have used that until the late medieval times.
Oh, no, I was going to say, so you have to turn this a little bit so I can see chat again. Nope, I thought that would be fun anyway, to throw stupid questions at you. But, yeah, Victoria was...
It's not exactly a stupid question.
No. Oh, wait, there you go. Peruta says boob-shaped breastplates would kill you. The force would be deflected straight into the sternum and break it. Actually, I got to agree with that one. That does sound kind of painful. Especially,
Well,
I mean, death by cleavage. Literally.
If you look at
Good morning, Ashley.
the more expensive, really cool breastplates from the Romans, they have articulated muscles. They are basically making an ideal male body to put on top of your probably a little bit shabby senator body. So you can basically have a breastplate that makes you look like Hercules.
Yeah?
And obviously it would be possible to do something like that for women too. Maybe not Dolly Parton, but most other women.
Okay.
I just don't see that anybody, depending on the relative voluptuousness of this particular woman,
Push-up plates.
a straight flat breastplate might not work because your boobs would be squished.
What about the mono boob? You don't know how the mono boob
This
works?
gets dumber and dumber for every element of your question I'm answering, but yes, I can theoretically see that a woman that needed a breastplate would need to make accommodations for her boobs. I don't know of any finds of anything like that.
No?
But I would say that a good place to look for it would probably be Elizabeth I,
Ah, yeah.
because she had armor. She never actually had to use it in battle, but she had it because when they're fighting the Spanish Armada, there was a genuine possibility that the Spanish might be making landings in England, and then they would have to fight. And when she holds the speech with I might look like a frail little woman or whatever, she is actually, according to what I've read, she was wearing armor at this time. So she might have had some boob armor, but I don't know her cup size.
All right.
So I don't know how much accommodations you have to make her.
Next up, Instagram Vikings, leather boob armor.
I don't believe in leather armor on a general level. It is possible to make. You have something called kuribuli, which is basically boiled leather that is shaped into a hard plate. But it is ridiculously thick. It's not the soft thief armor that you see in Dungeons and Dragons Thieves. It is like shoe leather all over your body. It's like, imagine making armor out of car tires. It would be something like that.
It would be hot.
It would be hot, it would be less effective than a metal armor, and it would weigh about the same.
But it would be hot. Should be hot. No, hot boob chick, hot leather boob chicks. Okay, well, you know, I thought that was fun. Here we go. Patty says breastplates were used during the English Civil War, but mostly by officers as well as helmets.
Yeah.
Victoria says the corsets flattened the frontage into a smooth line. They did. They, you know, that's where the non-existent boob comes from. No mono boob, just plate.
Yeah, I can see.
No room for cleavage.
I can see that working with the first part of the alphabet, but the later part of the
Not for
alphabet
kids,
would
says Audra. Hey, but tell me.
What? I said rock and roll.
No, not rock and roll. Boob plates.
Boob plates.
Boob plates.
They come in silver, they come in gold, they come in bronze, and they're always very expensive.
There you go. And with or
It's
without
not the
cleavage.
wrapping that counts, it's the content.
That's probably the best answer yet.
Yeah, and if you absolutely want to go down this road,
It was
you
Anders,
can
by the
choose
way.
between Vemund's chainmail bikinis and Holger's
not the
seashell
wrapping.
bikinis.
He's going into business now. Look what you did.
I would particularly recommend Holger's seashell bikinis. I just want to meet a woman who's brave enough to wear it.
No, I'm not wearing it. Are you kidding? They wouldn't even cover my nipples. I mean, not for kids, not for kids.
No, but that is all they cover. They are one seashell about this size that is held in place with a spider web of leather that puts it right on the nipple.
Ultimate protection. But from what? A mosquito?
From Holger, I guess.
I don't even. So, we're this far now. Binding. Look at that segue, huh? So now it's starting to curl up on the sides because I am not increasing around the corners. I'm literally just one in each. Let's see. If I turn this to you, I can read a little better. There, we can watch Karl some more and the French in the background. Okay. Or maybe there. Ta-da. Let's see. No, we got some good comments. Oh, after a quick Google says, well, love this is, by the way, we gotta be careful what we say because everyone's one Google search away. Yeah. The story has that she wore a steel corset and a helmet with white plumes was given to a page to carry. The story has that she wore a steel corset and a helmet with white plumes given to carry. Aldra's laughing her ass off. Victoria says also Holger is hairier and wilder than he used to be. You're not wrong. Glad to see the blacksmith is still there. Yep, he's over there. He's getting married in a couple, probably less than 2 weeks now. The 15th. Let's see. What else did I miss here? Going back up the push-up plate. I still gotta love that one. Boob-shaped breastplates would kill you. Yeah, no, we did say that one. Yeah, death by cleavage. Grotus and Spartan, yes, the sheep are still in the village. They are due to get their hair cut. They should have gotten their hair cut a couple of days ago, but I think there was a delay. So they're kind of tired at the moment, but they will be fine. They're getting a haircut soon. Married in the village, yeah, he is. I don't know where exactly. Sometimes they get married down there where the gods are. Sometimes they get married. I don't know if you can. No, you can't. But behind this building and on the other end of the village, sometimes people get married there. Sometimes at the chieftain's hall. It all depends based on weather here. And of course, personal preference, though. Okay, Karl. There was what I wanted to, yeah. The steel corset helmet with white plumes was given and was given to a page to carry.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. How come the Vikings didn't figure out how to use feathers in their equipment?
Why would we think they didn't?
I don't know. We haven't found one yet.
No, but would you expect that to survive?
Winged helmets. Okay.
Why not?
Yeah?
For all we know,
Would it be
because the
scary or
wings
would it be like, ooh, how pretty?
the wings would be wings. They would be organic.
Yeah.
So I can't say for sure that the Jarmenbu helmet, every time they went into battle, they might have strapped a bloody peacock to each side of it. We don't know that.
No.
And if you want something spectacular on your head that won't impede you in any way, then feathers is the way to go. It's much better than horns.
Wasn't there a helmet that had like a spike on the top of its head?
Many
Sorta.
helmets have spikes on top of their heads.
Explain this now. Is that for better reception? Sorry, killed it. Mosquito dead. No? No, you're not going for that one? I thought I could sneak that one.
It is to look freaky. It's there isn't
Hey, Veslemai.
there isn't really a practical reason to have a spike on top of your head.
No?
Headbutting is a very rare way of killing somebody in war. But look at the World War I German helmets. They have a big butt plug looking spike on top of them.
Yeah?
They're not headbutting people.
Butt
it's
plug,
just a
butt plug looking spike, and you thought I was bad asking if they got reception? You're just as bad as I am.
No,
Continue.
They didn't get reception because they didn't use radio much. They had phone lines that they were dragging all over the battlefield.
I can interact with aliens.
Maybe. Ask a German.
Ask a German. It's in the beer somewhere. Better reception. I'm dead, says cut the end. Yeah.
But
oh, yeah, we did. We're actually at 62
I have
minutes.
to say,
But I was
if
a
you're
little late in
looking
starting.
for spikes to hurt people, then putting them on your helmet will do very little.
Yeah?
But to go back to the woman breastplate, if you have a woman who's good at wrestling and has spiked nipples, that would actually be dangerous.
Spiked nipples.
Yeah, a breastplate with spiked nipples. She just takes you to the ground and lands on top of you and spikes you.
I wonder what kind of reception she'd get.
In this village, she will get a standing
Standing
ovation.
ovation. I was just going to say, you went there with me on it. Okay, no, we're actually at 62 minutes. I didn't even notice it. It went quite quickly. But why is it we're always messed up in the end? We start out nice and innocent,
Do you
running
think it
late
has
from my
something to do
office.
with this?
It might be. I don't know. I'm sober. I don't drink that. I get sick.
I drink it, but I've never dove into a rabbit hole where you wouldn't happily follow me.
No, this is true. So, a little bit of needle binding and then we'll be done here. So now you know how to do Danish. I believe, I'm not sure if that's simple looping. Simple looping might be on the back side, the other way around, but I have to look that one up because I'm connecting and then I'm going through the loop this way and like that. But I have to look it up because simple looping might not be this way. It might be this way. I'm not sure. But we'll play with another version. I think maybe next week we can do double Danish. It's a little bit simple like this. Often there's a ceremonial armor which was shinier and had bling. Bling is good. Oh, yeah, the Sutton Hoo helmet. Talking about that. Popular with the boys, by the way, if you had antenna on your boobs. Antennae? But anyway, so now you've got this one to try, you can see it really wants to twist. This is the bottom of the bag. It's supposed to be like this, but it really wants to twist. So it's going to need some steam. But anyway, and also how to start at one end, go around, and then not increase, and it will turn into a pouch eventually. But this one has got a lot of stretch to it compared to most of them. But I would definitely needle tension this one though, because if anything, needle tension or after tension, because it would be extremely loopy and like a net if you didn't, unless of course you wanted a net. But it should start getting a little bit smaller, but it's really hard to keep my tension consistent when I'm not using my thumb.
An idea for next time.
Yeah. Turning it around again. Up, it's an Anders again. By the way, they say hello, Anders.
Hello. I've been sitting down on the corner here, sharpening my weapons, because I have a station when I am kind of off, when I'm not doing a guided tour and not doing extra or archery. I usually am on weapons, which is basically a station to explain things from the Viking Age. And I discovered that sharpening things is a better way to get in touch with customers than to just standing alone with an axe in each hand, and every time I see a customer I run up to them and say, "Do you want to talk about axes?"
I just wave an axe at them, ask them if they want to kill something.
So now my big spear is starting to get really sharp. And while I was working on it, I talked to Thomas. And Thomas seems to know something about cutting with spears, because he said you should cut upwards instead of downwards like I was doing. So I was thinking next time, before the bear, if we can get Thomas to come along and I can get out my spear, we can make another attempt on the elusive spear cutting.
Oh, yeah, we gotta do that. We can get them to save the icky cabbage too at the store. And then we can use that. There was a question about how many stitches. I think, I want to say 20, but there was probably, usually there's one extra. So whatever number I have one or two extra for going around on the opposite side, because you kind of lose one when you join around to the other arrow. You have me trying to remember Danish, haha. But this is Danish. This is not to be confused with double Danish. Or, there's another one that likes to call it single Danish. This is not to be confused with single Danish. That's why I don't like the term single Danish, because single Danish and Danish and double Danish exist. But when you add single Danish in there, it makes it sound like Danish is the same as single Danish, and they're not.
There isn't a lot of them, but there are a few unmarried Danish people.
Okay. There might be more than you think. They're just lying to you. You got some laughs out of that, Dad. Often there have been, we talked about the bling. Okay, but I think that's a good idea. By the way, I did have someone coming into the house, one of the tourists anyway, and the first thing they point out is the Ottgeir on the wall. Woo, you're protected. Anyway, so we should play with that again. I think that was quite fun anyway. So, okay, so there you go. The color of the month, we went with gray, I think, because I didn't have Raymond here to tell me if I did that color or not. I have to go back and check. I know we've done blue and brown and orange and yellow. I think we did yellow and white. Yeah, so I don't think we've done gray anyway, so that'll be good. Okay, and then we will be here on Saturday next week at 6 o'clock, whether I'm still creating the flippin' link 5 minutes prior. I'm so sorry. But it'll still be 6 o'clock unless, if it's going to be a different time, then I'll usually post it with a bit more notice to let you know. But so far, nothing is crashing on the schedule, so we should be able to see you Saturday.
Oh, I didn't drink a lot of that.
No, I even think they got sick of the metrosexual beer. Okay, bye-bye.
Does anybody actually like beer with passion fruit
No.
and bullshit in it?
How do I turn that off? There we go.